Welcome to the Stallion Stable. Today's video is kind of different. This video is kind of piggybacking as a class project. I just thought doing a video would be a really cool way to show you who I really am. And some of you guys might know who I am really, and some of you guys are kind of still like, well, this is just the guy who yells about Mass Effect video games and stuff, and he's the guy who sits in class and hums and haws at all the sexual innuendos and makes note of them as often as he can. Although I am a clown. I mean, not always. I guess really what I'm here to do is just to say hello and really to introduce myself to a lot of you, really, I think, better than I did back far in September when I first got here at SMU. I was born in December 1992 on the 4th. I grew up in New Orleans. Actually grew up on Tureau Street down around the French Quarter, not in the French Quarter, but most definitely downtown until I was about 2.5, 2 3/4, give or take, somewhere in there. We moved out to Harahan. I had my 3rd birthday there. My 3rd birthday was actually in City Park. It's a pretty massive park that's in the city. My father dressed up in this really clearly not Barney costume, but I loved Barney as a kid, and at age 3, your deductive skills haven't really, I guess, come into play, and you're kind of like, what? Oh my god, it's Barney! I have that memory of my father with this semi-pedo / Santa beard. It wasn't quite long, but it was white and like full. He hasn't grown that since, and even though he probably won't grow it now that I've referred to it as such, I miss it. It was kind of cool. Well, my mother hates it. I've had parents who like live and die by me. I'm an only kid. My mother's like full-blooded Italian, but then my dad went and messed up the FBI. That means full-blooded Italian. But we don't know what he is. He's like, if you've ever seen a Rubik's Cube and you just messed it up and you just don't know how to fix it, that's like what he is, nationality-wise. He's like, I don't quite know how to put you together the right way. So that's the Xbox. Ha! I play video games. That's crazy. I'm a teenager. We don't do that. I'm actually really big into video gaming now. When I was a kid, my mother would like snatch my Nintendo 64, but she was deviant. She wouldn't just like take the console, because, you know, okay, the whole console's gone. No, she would take the controllers, and easily the best punishment ever in the world, ever. It's the worst punishment. I would never do such an evil thing to my children. I lost both of my grandfathers respectively on both sides when I was relatively young, but you know, not a day goes by that I don't feel that I think about them at some point, either subconscious or not. But more often than not, I feel, you know, there's a moment in my day dedicated to both of them. Now, the only thing that I think that can really compare to my family would be my friends. Well, family and friends are neck and neck for the two, you know, most important thing. It's funny because whenever I get mad, you'll hear me say how much I just dislike people, how I hate people so much, and I think that's because as much as I hate myself for putting stock into the people around me and investing myself so much, I really love them, you know. Like, I live and die by the people around me. The choices I make, I guess, are really made so that they affect others, not myself. But I'm human, and I mess up like I almost did there. There are days that I'm a little shit, as my mother says, when I deserve it. I'm here at SMU for acting. Probably should say that because this is a class video too. My history is a collage of fantastically heartbreaking great things that, you know, really nothing can do justice, pictures or even words or video. But I've had some pretty fantastic birthdays in my day. I have my parents to thank for that. Those were fantastic. Those were great. Just growing up, I was really lucky. And I'm not gonna cry on video, so Matthew, we will see you tomorrow, as always. And for those of you in class, this is a part of the dorm room TV, what you're watching. And it's a couple of my friends, and we talk to each other very much like I'm talking to you all now about our lives, respectively. So if you have any interest, if you like video games or movies or books or just pop culture or what's going on, we normally share our thoughts on various things. So, you know, hit the subscribe button, wherever it is, whatever floats your boat. This has been the Dorm Room TV. As always, have a fantastic week.